What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my version of Palette Bingo again, but this time I'm actually going to just rename it and call it what it is. It's a gauntlet. I'm going to call this the Palette Gaunlet. I'm going to try to continue this at some point, but I'm going to do this a little bit differently. For those of you who haven't seen my first Palette Bingo, you can go ahead and check it out. I did it well, I did it wrong, and then I just kind of went with it because I kind of realized I was doing it wrong like a couple of shades in, and I was like, what the hell am I doing? How many of these videos have I seen? Why did I do it this way? But anyway, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go shade by shade. I've gone to random.org. Instead of just randomly selecting numbers, I have listed the entire palette, every name of every shade, and then I'm going to randomize it, and then whatever pops up as the first one in the list, that's going to be the shade I apply. I'm going to use 5 shades, and I'm going to do it shade by shade. So I'm not going to randomize it once and pick the first 5 shades and create a look out of that. I'm going to randomize it every single time I've applied one of the shades, and then I'm going to randomize it again, pick the top shade, and I'm just going to go shade by shade, and it gets interesting really fast. It forces me to be a little bit more strategic in my application or my placement of the shadows. It's hard to think ahead, obviously, when I have to do it this way, but it was really fun, and it was really suspenseful the last time I did it. I did it with the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'll link that up here if you guys want to look at it. That one, of course, I called Palette Bingo, but I think I'm just going to call it the Palette Gaunlet. In that case, I did use one brush, and I think in this case, I am going to try to just use one brush again. It's the Real Techniques shading brush. It got me through the last one, and I think I'm gonna do it this time. If anybody else wants to do this, it's really fun, but all I ask is that you just give me credit. You don't have to like promote my channel. I don't care about the exposure. I just want credit for the idea. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So today I'm actually gonna do it with the Kat Von D Satin Center palette, because what better palette to do a gauntlet video with? You know, like this palette in and of itself is extremely intimidating without the added challenge of, you know, taking it one shade at a time without knowing which shade is going to be next. This is going to be fun, guys. So I am going to prime my eyes. I'm going to use a concealer to prime my eyes with because I don't want to have any of like my veins or anything showing. I just want to have like a blank canvas here. And I'm not going to do my foundation yet because if I get some of these glittery shades, God help us that it's not like my first shade that I get. So I'm gonna prime my eyes with this Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define concealer. And then I'm gonna set that just a tad. I'm just gonna set that with like whatever powder is like left over on my powder brush here. I'm like nervous, judging by how my last one went. All right, let's do this. First part of the gauntlet. Here goes nothing. All right. Now, I'm about to be attacked from all sides, much like one would be if they were running a gauntlet. Get it? The saint and the center side? All right, my first shade. I predicted this. My first shade is, God, seriously, my first shade of all the shades. I got one of the toppers. For freaking Christ's sake. Okay, I got Absolution. All right, let's swatch it just so you guys know what we're working with. This glittery. I mean, it's pretty, but my God, I could have not gotten a worse first shade. For a minute, I thought I did it wrong, and then I was like, no, I did it right. Crap. Again, I'm going to have to be kind of strategic with this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this as my inner corner highlight. So I'm basically going to start with an inner corner highlight. Can honestly say I've never done that in my life. I'm going to wet my brush. I'm going to wet it with this like Rosewater and Glycerin. It's basically just water with rose scent in it and glycerin. I mean, it's pretty basic stuff. I'm just going to like dampen my brush a little bit with it just to give this its best chance. God. Okay, so that was pretty painless, but that was really the only way I could think to use this. I'm gonna put a little bit on my brow bone. It actually looks kind of pretty as a brow bone highlight. What do you think? I've never even thought about using this as a brow bone highlight. And it's cool, it almost looks like a different shade on my brow bone than it does on my inner corner, just because the light is hitting it at different angles. Okay, that was a little more painless than I thought it was gonna be. If I get Rapture next, I'm just gonna quit. I'm just kidding. I would keep going. Ready, set, go! Oh, okay. I'm glad. Okay, so the shade I got this time, this is Immaculate. That is the green shade right here in the palette. I'm gonna swatch it for you, just so you can see again what we're doing here. There it is on my finger. There it is on my hand. It's just a really nice like hunter green shade. Love it. Again, this is where the strategy kind of comes into play, and I have to sit and think what I'm going to do with it. All right, I'm gonna go with my instinct here. Don't overthink it, is what I'm always gonna say. Like, don't overthink it. No matter what kind of makeup I'm doing, don't overthink it. That's my #1 rule. I'm gonna put this on the outer part of my eye here. I'm gonna kind of cut in almost as if I'm doing a wing. Oh, I love this freaking eyeshadow. I want to make sure the angle here is the same angle as I've created across my lid. Alright, that's pretty much all I'm going to do with this green. I'm going to feather it out just a bit here on the end. So I did feather it out just to a little bit of a point here on each end, just in case, like, that's just gonna have to stay that way and I don't really get any transition shades of any type. That's my goal, I guess, every time I go in with a shade. It's like, I don't want to have to rely on the next shade to save the look. All right, here we go, #3. This is like another one of my least favorite shades in the palette. God, it's like... Anyway, I got a nice color palette so far, though. This is Revelation. This is that matte brown / glitter infused shade. This is what it looks like on my finger here. This is what it looks like swatched. So I'm not going to rely on the glitter for this application. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on my outer corner here, dragging it in here. Now I should mention the goal with this challenge, I guess you could say, is that I don't go back in with the next shade after I do one shade. Like, I'm not going to go back in with the green. I'm not going to go back in with the highlight. I'm not going to go back in with this brown once it's done. Once I'm done, I'm done. That's the finished look. I'm only bringing this brown in about as far as that green is, if you can see. All right. #4. Not so far not so bad. Next shade, here we go. Yay! I got a shade that I could totally work with. I'm pumped about this. Okay, I got Devil. So Devil is my favorite matte orange shade of life thus far. It's right here. I love this. Like I said, favorite matte orange shade I've ever tried. There it is right there. There it is swatched on the back of my hand. I'm excited, but now I'm intimidated because it's like, it should be easy for me to work in like a matte. Like, I know what I want to do, but it's like, I wish I knew what my next shade was going to be because it could really change my thinking. All right, I'm going to take Devil and I'm going to put that right here in the rest of my crease. I'm going to continue the orange here. I'm going to kind of do it with my eye open so I can see where it's going. Or, I mean, not completely open, but I just want to be able to see my crease. I'm not going to go like this. I just want to be able to see my crease here. That's actually a really cool effect. See, this is why I like doing this. Accidentally like discover different like effects on my eye. All right, guys, it's looking a little crazy, I'll admit, but we have one more. Okay, so I got Chalice. So if you don't have the palette or just want to know what it is, it's this one right here. I want to call it a black gold kind of shade. It's almost like a shimmery taupe. This is it on my finger here. Swatched on the back of my hand. I think I can work with this. The most obvious place to put it is going to be in the blank space on my lid. I'm going to try dry brush first and then I'll go in with it wet if I have to. This is kind of a powdery, chunky, glittery shade, but I'm not too worried about it. And then I'm going to put a little bit right here on my lower lash line. I'm gonna blend it into that green a bit. I'm gonna wet my brush a little bit and go over where I think it just needs to be a little more shimmery. Okay guys, so that was really fun. I could do my makeup like this every day, I swear. It's so fun. I'm gonna apply some mascara and the rest of my makeup, and we will reunite. Alright, and in the spirit of my panning venture, I'm going to actually use this Colourpop 0.0. I always want to call it Tootsie. This is one of their Ultra Satins. I love this. It's like a grayish. I'm so close to being out of it. It's really difficult to use at this point. Alright guys, here we go. This is the finished look and the culmination of my first official palette gauntlet. Yes, I realize this is a lot like Palette Bingo. This is just my version of Palette Bingo, and I encourage anybody who wants to try this to try it. It's so much fun. Just use one brush, randomize your entire list of shades, and pick the top one every single time and go in one at a time, and trust me, it's gonna be fun. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber and you want to be, just hit the subscribe button on your way out, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.